Drew Estate Natural or LarutaN Dirt Torpedo. Hey everybody, okay, and this is a cigar vlog. Also, I feel like a freaking idiot because it is like 26 degrees out here, snowing, and I'm out here doing this. So yeah, it's been kind of a weird week, so if you see a nice little crack in the wrapper, that's entirely my fault. So don't take that as a hit on the construction. These are Drew Estate, and they're obviously going to be very well constructed. The only real issue here is the fact that they've got this infusion to them, so the actual tobacco is going to be, as par for the course, second fiddle to the infusion. It's also a torpedo, so I'm going to have to be kind of careful taking off enough without being too much. So these used to be called just straight up natural, and for some reason Jonathan Drew decided to spell the name backwards. Why, I do not know. Let's see if I can get into here. That's the problem with torpedoes, you have to trim so much off of these. Okay, I think I'm good. Whew. This is probably the most ridiculous day I could have picked to do this. But I kind of didn't have a fallback for foul weather, so here I am. I hope everybody appreciates me freezing my ass off for the sake of an honest review. Hope this is actually getting on camera. It'd also be nice if my camera would actually focus properly. Make sure it's good and lit. Alright, so straight away, just like the acid Cuba Cuba, this one has a sweetened end. Ooh, I may have got a little too much over there. Uh-oh. Anyway, there's an artificial sweetener on the actual mouth bit, the actual tip here, combined with the retrohale. I notice has a definite note of the tobacco being a little, I want to say woody, cedary, but right now that sweet tip is so overpowering I'm having a hard time tasting anything else. So I'm going to smoke this down to about an inch or so and see if I can maybe pick out the actual flavor of the tobacco, or the infusion for that matter, because the sweet is just ridiculous. Anyway, get back to you after an inch, and hopefully when I'm not standing in several inches of snow. I don't know if you can see it, but for the record, yes, that is at least one of two ass prints on my way down here, because this is, like I said, probably the most ridiculous day I could have picked to come out here and film a review. Alright, time to about the first inch here. Please pardon my striking fashion sense here, but it's cold as shit out here right now. I'm trying to keep my ears from freezing. So far, I noticed there's a little bit of kind of a spicy, cedary, woody cocoa note, kind of prevalent in the actual tobacco, at least in the retrohale. But overall, the sweetened tip is so overpowering, it's more akin to smoking a glazed donut, which may be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your particular opinion of infused cigars. That's it, it's not bad. But my god, that sweet is just, if you don't like cloying sweetness, especially getting stuck to your lips, this is probably not going to be up your alley. That said, if you love sweetness, this would be a perfect fit. I also noticed that you make a Robusto and a Torpedo, it's kind of a little counterproductive because you're taking an already short cigar and you have to trim so much off of it that you're making it even shorter. So this is probably not going to take too long. And somebody's coming up. So anyway, let's put this down to the halfway point, yank the band, and see if anything kind of mellows out. Okay, so getting close to the halfway point here. I think I managed to finally pinpoint the actual flavor I'm getting off of this. The way that everything combines with the infusion, the taste of the tobacco, the sweetness. It reminds me very much of going to the grocery store, getting the freezer section, and finding one of those Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars that's like just straight vanilla ice cream covered in chocolate, complete with a stick. You get that kind of woodiness from the tobacco plus a little bit of the cocoa thing. The overall infusion is tasting very much like a very, very strong vanilla. By the way, with this hood over my ears, I sound weird as hell. That is seriously messing with me. Anyway, drink pairings with this: coffee, milkshake, ice cream melted. I wouldn't recommend hard liquor with this because any like fine booze you would want to drink with this is going to be completely overpowered. Because the just the sucralose level of sweetness coming off the sweetened tip is just that strong. That said, if you're into dessert for cigars, this would be the perfect choice because it literally tastes like an ice cream bar. Well, anyway, I'm going to smoke this down to the nub here and get a final update from there. I'm kind of going by the halfway point here because I think this is roughly the halfway point. It's so short that I'm pretty sure that I could probably smoke it probably all the way up to the nub and I'd still have most of the ash on it. Anyway, go ahead and update the last minute here. And hopefully not completely freeze while I'm out here. Alright, so coming up on the nub here. Flavor's already starting to get kind of a little hot and washed out, so I figure it's about done. That's one of the problems with these big, huge torpedo styles is you end up leaving so much at the end that it kind of feels like a waste of tobacco, truth be told. Anyway, the sweetness kind of stays on your lips throughout the entire cigar, and it never really dies down. The infusion starts off being a little like a glazed donut, but then eventually turns into a, well, pretty much chocolate-covered ice cream bar. And it kind of maintains that throughout. I'm trying to think about what else I want to add to this because, but it's like stupidly cold out right now, so I'm trying not to start shivering in front, you know, and drop my cigar. Anyway, overall impression of this: if you're looking for a good infused dessert cigar, this would be right up your alley. If super over the top sucralose levels of sweet are a problem for you, this is probably going to be one to avoid. It's kind of one of those polarizing. You're either going to love it or hate it. If you like sweet, it's great. If you don't, you might want to pass. Otherwise, God, it's cold out here. One quick side note here. This is kind of a common thing with Drew Estate cigars: foot smoke. The actual smoke that comes off the foot when you're smoking it. If you're on a road trip smoking this in a car, probably a bad idea because this just pours off foot smoke like crazy. So you get out and it looks like your vehicle's on fire. So, word of caution: if you don't want to smoke out the kids, you might want to think about toking up something else. Anyway, that's about all I got to add for this. Good dessert cigar, worth the price? Yes. If you like sweet. If you don't like sweet, pass. Kind of one of those polarizing deals. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. If you like this video or any other video, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think I'm freaking nuts for coming out here in 26-degree weather. That's Fahrenheit, by the way. Freeze my ass off for the sake of a review. Other than that, catch my Twitch stream Sundays and Wednesday nights, midnight to 2 a.m. If you can't catch the live stream, it's up for about like 2 weeks after or something like that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. I'm gonna get inside, and I'll see you next time.